Earlier this year, I made £1 million available to set up the Community Wellbeing Fund. The fund is there to help local people, local community groups, parish councils, in fact anybody at a local level, provide services to support those in the community who are a bit older, who are disabled, anybody who is vulnerable. It's to help them to live a normal life at home in the community. I'm delighted that the first tranche have been allocated and 42 new local projects, local organisations have been set up to help people live independently. Let's have a look at some of those 42 now.
The Maze Cafe brings together carers of people with dementia to share their experiences, give each other support and have a good time. Now there's cafes all over the county, giving carers the support they need to keep on caring. This cafe is based in Horton, near Stafford.
Grants made an enormous difference to us because for 1 year we haven't had to do the intensity of fundraising that we did before. So yes, we were very blessed to get that for the second year.
Some adults can find that their mental or physical disability cuts them off from the rest of the community. The Dual Sensory Group in Cannock brings together people who have sensory impairments so that they can find out about the learning, training and care support that's available to them. It also gives them a chance to catch up.
I think it helps them forget their concerns or worries just for a couple of hours, and lets them have a laugh and enjoy themselves really, and remember old times, have a smile at the end of it. The Community Wellbeing Fund has basically paid to fund this group. That pays for the rent, interpreters and sort of basic tea and coffee. However, we only started April, and in the first sort of 9-10 months we're already self-sufficient with tea and coffee, and after Christmas we are introducing more ways of making them become self-sufficient. This is real grassroots stuff.
The Community Wellbeing Fund has also helped put the first online radio station for people with autism on the air. Autism Radio UK broadcasts from Newcastle-under-Lyme.
Autism Radio UK is different to other radio stations because people with autism present their own show, so it's not your average Joe Bloggs presenter. It's people with the condition who have their own voice, who can present their own show in their own unique way.
I think it helps them a lot because so many other people on the spectrum feel alone, and so if they can find out there's hundreds of people just like they are, then it should help them a lot, I think.
The Community Wellbeing Fund has helped us to initially start the radio station, to set it up, to buy all the equipment, the mixing desk, the speakers, the microphones and everything. So it's helped us to initially set the radio station up, and without the community fund we wouldn't be in this position now.
You don't have to have a physical or sensory disability to benefit from the Community Wellbeing Fund. Staffordshire County Council also gives grants to projects that provide social networks to reduce the isolation that some people live with.
Socialising. Yeah, because before us there wasn't any. Most of the people, they go to Birmingham, but as you know, why do they have to go to Birmingham if we can
so
have
far away?
Yeah, so far away. We have such an organisation here, and you know, I know, and there's at least about 1,000 Chinese restaurants just run Burton and East Staffordshire area. And just in September we got this funding, so we were really overwhelmed. And I said, yes, you can meet every week now.
Just having someone to talk to often goes a long way for people who feel isolated. The Community Wellbeing Fund has helped Moorlands Homelink to extend their befriending services across Cheadle and beyond. It matches up friends to older people so that they can both get out and about and get more from life.
I provide visitors, volunteer visitors, who pop in perhaps once a week or so just to have a chat and bring them some company. It's all about socialisation, really.
We visit each other every week when I have a time to visit Stuart. And I go down to his house and he always makes me a nice cup of tea, don't you?
Yeah.
And every week one of us buys a treat. So we sit there, have a natter. His wife used to be in guiding, So I'm in guiding, so we've got something in common there, and we get out all the memorabilia, don't we?
Yes.
Have a look.
For years I was known as Mr. Brown Owl.
Because he was Dorothy's extra hand, weren't you?
Yeah.
And my husband's very interested in war things, so Stuart's very interested in the old Second World War, First World War, and he's got some lovely books, and he loans them to us, so we all benefit.
My wife died about 5.5 years ago now, and you miss the companionship in all sorts of ways, so this is ideal.
The Community Wellbeing Fund has already helped hundreds of older and vulnerable adults to live a positive, safe, healthy and more independent life. Over the next 3 years, £750,000 will be allocated from the fund, and even more people will feel the benefit. It's about empowering local communities to run local wellbeing services in their area. It's about supporting older people and vulnerable adults to live the lives they want in their communities.